architect of NYC COVID response, admits attending sex, dance parties while leading city's pandemic response. Videos of secretly recorded conversations with New York City's former COVID czar revealed Dr. J. Varma was attending sex parties and an underground dance club at the height of the pandemic, all while instructing New Yorkers to stay home and socially distant. These admissions have spurred calls from city council members for an investigation of the health officials' action during the health crisis. Snippets of those conversations with Varma were shared this week by conservative podcaster Steven Crowder. In the highly edited videos, Varma appears to disclose to a woman, not seen on camera, speaking about his brazen choices in the face of extreme safety messaging to the city. Varma, who was a senior public health advisor under then-Mayor Bill de Blasio, is heard on the video disclosing he attended a dance underneath a bank on Wall Street with several hundred people in attendance. "We were all rolling, we were all taking Molly, MDMA, and everybody's high. And I was happy because I hadn't done that in like a year and a half," Varma says, expressing relief no one appeared to recognize him. "If anybody sees me, they're gonna be pissed." The video, which is heavily edited and jumps around showing soundbites from what appear to be at least 3 different conversations with Varma, moves to a discussion of sex parties where the former health czar describes renting out a hotel room to host a gathering of 8 or 9 people. He said that party took place in August during the first summer of COVID. Many New Yorkers may recognize Varma from his regular attendance in de Blasio's COVID briefings, where he delivered public health guidance and assisted the mayor in crafting public health policy. "I did all this deviant, like sexual stuff while I was like on TV and stuff," Varma explained in another part of the video. "People were like, 'Aren't you afraid? Aren't you embarrassed?' And I was like, 'No, actually, I love being my authentic self.'" Varma released a statement on Thursday slamming the targeted recording operation by a right-wing organization, while acknowledging the controversial actions he took at the time. "In those private conversations that were secretly recorded, spliced, diced, and taken out of context, I referred to events that transpired 4 years ago. I served in City Hall between April 2020 to May 2021. During that time, I participated in 2 private gatherings. I take responsibility for not using the best judgment at the time," Varma wrote. "I stand by my efforts to get New Yorkers vaccinated against COVID-19, and I reject dangerous extremist efforts to undermine the public's confidence in the need for and effectiveness of vaccines." The revelations have prompted calls by current city lawmakers for formal investigations into Varma's admissions. Council member Robert Holden, who represents parts of Queens, wrote to Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg and NYPD Interim Commissioner Thomas Donlan requesting they look into the matter. As the architect of critical COVID-19 policies, including shelter-in-place mandates, bans on large gatherings, and restrictions on indoor dining, Dr. Varma was responsible for enforcing the very rules he appears to have personally disregarded, Holden points out in his letter. Varma's participation in activities in direct opposition to city rules and public health guidance recalls similar missteps by Boris Johnson, Holden points out, who was caught breaking his own COVID gathering rules. New York City Councilwoman Vicky Palladino said that she and other members of the Common Sense Caucus will call for an investigation into the city's COVID policy, including mass firings and vaccine coercion promoted by Dr. Varma and the administration. When asked for comment, a statement from City Hall distanced itself from Varma, making note his tenure with the city ended in May 2021. Dr. Varma is not, nor has he ever been, a member of the current administration. The city's health department went above and beyond to protect New Yorkers from COVID-19 and continues to protect and keep New Yorkers safe under Mayor Adams' leadership, the spokesperson said.